Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Two Idiots, One Console. The premise is we're two idiots
on one console.
Today we're going to play a game called Let Them Trade. This is currently in demo. I did not get this game. He did. He says he thinks it was free right now.
I'm pretty sure it was, because it's a demo.
Yeah.
And I've played it. He hasn't. So I'm sitting back. He's playing. He's in control of the computer today.
Or at least for right now, when we...
Yeah.
This is before we normally stream, so when we stream later, we're gonna go back to the way that we normally play, but...
Because why not? But also, at that point... actually, not at that point. This has nothing to do with that. I've played a little bit of this game, Let Them Trade, whereas he has not. So he's coming into this blind. I haven't told him shit other than the fact that it is a resource management game.
Which I am very good at. Usually.
So we'll see how this goes.
Alright, so play. And I guess we'll start with the tutorial.
Yep. It's where you're supposed to start.
Okay, I have tiles. I like tiles. Greetings, welcome to Let Them Trade. I am the king, your monarch and sovereign. This clever little fellow on my shoulder is my most trusted advisor, Mr. Nuts.
I love Mr. Nuts. He's cute, isn't he?
I am not doing squeaks for the squirrel.
Mr. Nuts. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
He is cute.
Well said, Mr. Nuts.
I think this guy's nuts.
Yes, I have big plans to grow the economy in my domain, but can't oversee everything personally. Feasts and balls are just so time-intensive that I hardly find the time to do much else. That's why I'm looking for someone who is as hard-working as I am, and you look like just the right person. Let's learn how to play.
Alright. You gonna do a voice the whole time?
Might as well.
Yeah, you do it then. I like it.
Up in the top right of the screen, you will see the current main quests, side quests, and milestones. You will be rewarded handsomely for completing these tasks I set you. Side quests and milestones are optional, but main quests must be completed to finish the scenario, so do pay attention.
Okay.
Firstly, let's learn how to move the camera. For extra information, click the arrow button to view the quest description.
I do want to find the arrow button ahead of time. Cool, I think I'm dumb.
Top
Is it this
right.
That's an arrow.
Maybe it's not that.
Okay.
Figure it out.
So, yep, now I have to find the arrow. Alright. See, and this is the part where a normal
actually,
YouTuber would
no, you
cut
don't,
stuff
because if you
out.
look at where it says move the camera in your main quests.
Oh, doy. Okay, so move forward. Oh, it's WASD. I can do that. WSAD. I didn't even look at the keyboard.
Now you
For
gotta move
naming the
camera.
letters, I know where they are with my fingers, for the record. Alright, pan forward, right mouse button. Pan backward, right mouse button. Okay, so I can move either way.
And you can move left and right, which you also did there at the same time a little bit.
So hold middle mouse button.
So click with the middle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Or Q or E. Cool. Moves fast. Zoom in, zoom out. Press R to reset rotation. And P for position. Okay. Nice.
It's time to build your first city. Cities are founded by placing a city center. Select the city center in the Basics tab of the Build menu and place it on the highlighted tile.
Do I have to put it there?
Yes.
What if I don't want to?
The king said you have to put it there.
Well, fuck him then.
Well, sucks to suck.
Okay, so now we're waiting for construction to finish. Oh, and then we get to watch it. That's cute. I like that you can actually see it happening. It's not just like a halfway done state, a not done at all state, and a completed state.
Yeah. So far, I really like this game. It's really cute.
Oh, and they even built scaffolding first? I didn't realize that was what they were doing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Little
this is well done.
scaffolding. Because if you look, it's all just little game tiles.
That's so
but
cute.
Now that you have founded a new city, you can place production and residential buildings on neighboring tiles. Start by placing 2 potato farms on green fertile soil tiles and 2 peasant homes. You may hold down left shift to place multiple buildings.
But yeah, no, the detail on this is adorable.
Yeah.
Like, this is so cute. Look at that.
And look at the little
Oh,
guy.
and you do fucking waves and everything. Hi, little guy. I like. Alright. Let's go back up a little bit. So I
You could
need
just hit R and it would have taken you back to this.
peasants, I need a potato farm, and then 2 houses. So,
You need 2 potato farms and
Oh,
2
yeah, boy.
and 2 houses.
so potato, avocado, Sante.
You did not pay attention to what the king was saying, did you? You could have held the left shift button to click multiple times to place multiple of the building.
Okay. But also, it was kind of satisfying to do it one at a time.
Fair enough. Might as well build it all.
Yeah, it was just so cute that they're like, you can see them doing it.
And you get to see the little people walking around and stuff.
They
Bringing
all look like
supplies
they're
and
made out of
everything.
wood, but like, it's like you're playing with, like, everybody knew somebody that had like the really in-depth model things and usually a train going through it. You know? It feels like I'm watching one of those actually exist. Oh, and they're sitting right outside. That's so cute.
Potato farms are done and just waiting on the last peasant home. And boop.
There it is.
Did you see the little guys with carts transporting resources to the building sites just then? Those are the city transporters. All resources must be transported from where they're produced to where they're consumed, and the transporters are responsible for doing so inside the city. When you are about to place a building, you will see arrows which indicate the distance which will need to be traveled by transporters. A city only has a limited amount of transporters, which means that the bigger the city gets, the farther the transporters will need to travel, and the more difficult it will be for them to keep up.
Okay.
You may have noticed that there are some gray unexplored tiles to the northeast of the castle. You can click on the scout icon above the knight in your castle, then set the flag next to the unexplored tiles to have him reveal them.
Interesting that I can move the camera while we're, like, actively in quest. So... and there. Sir Quentin. Aren't you supposed to have, like, a the something after it?
He hasn't earned that yet.
It is, like, interestingly, like, slightly slow-paced, you know?
You can speed it up if you'd like.
Oh, doink.
Great, you have found a forest tile. That's found a new city next to this forest tile.
Okay, so I cannot mess with the speed of the game while I am in, but I can do it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
So where it
basics.
says, like the highlighted spot, obviously, that's where the king wants you to put it. Most resource buildings need to be placed on a specific type of tile to work. The lumberjack must be placed on a forest tile and will then produce wood. Like all production buildings, the lumberjack requires inhabitants to work there, in this case, peasants. So don't forget to build a peasant home in your new city as well.
Okay, so I think I'll start there. So,
You
castle.
gotta... Nope, nope.
Whoop.
Back into peasants.
Ah!
The wood.
Oh, duh.
Is right there.
It's fine. Alright. And then now we got that, so...
Yep, and once those are
lumberjack
built,
peasant. Let's
once
see
those
how
are
much I
built,
can
we'll go.
speed this up. Yeah, which that's a little better. Okay, so you can speed it up. You do have to, like, sit for a second, but you can speed it up.
Inhabitants have needs and wants, and this is reflected in the resources they consume. If the inhabitants' needs are met, they will remain in the city, but if not, then they will become unhappy and move out. It may take a while for a new inhabitant to move in again, meaning the city will have a smaller workforce available in the meantime.
No bueno.
The resources are broken up into two groups, basic and luxury. Basic resources are the more important, and if these are missing, then inhabitants will be very unhappy. If both basic resources are provided, then inhabitants will no longer move out, and will fill all slots of the residential buildings, meaning the city has a full workforce available. Luxury resources provide extra happiness, but are not enough if the basics are missing. Besides making sure that inhabitants don't move out, happiness is also important because inhabitants provide money to the city depending on their happiness. The happier the population, the more money a city will have to trade and purchase goods.
Okay.
Now that you have two cities, they will begin to trade with one another. However, traders will not move very quickly over normal tiles. You can speed them up and make the economy more efficient by connecting the castle and all the cities with roads.
Alright, so, road. Then I assume I have to do it where he wants me to do it. Can I make that go into...
Yes.
Oh, doy. Cool, I'm done.
You didn't know. Might want to connect it to the castle too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Should I have it go? Can I make it go all the way to, like, city center? Just to see.
You can try it. You should.
I think I have to.
It did. It did, in fact, go. Each city has its own budget, which it will spend on buying resources from other cities. It will also sell resources which it overproduces. Therefore, the prices of resources in the economy are determined by supply and demand. Managing the production and flow of resources in the economy, and therefore indirectly managing the prices, is vital for success. This is because on every trade you levy a trade tax of 25% on both cities. This is your primary source of income. Try to build an economy where cities are specialized and must import many resources from one another. But beware of monopolies, as they may drive up prices and make the economy inefficient.
Okay, so...
You can see the market price of a resource in the Global Resource Overview in the top left of the screen. If you click on a resource in the Global Resource Overview, then you will switch to the Focus mode. Here, lots of additional information will be available, including global production and consumption for that resource, as well as displaying which cities are trading and with whom. In our little economy here, the first city will produce potatoes and buy wood, and the second city will produce wood and buy potatoes. Let's watch it in action.
Alright. See, because my impulse with this, then, would be to have every city specialize in two things and have as much overlap as possible so that they don't do the monopoly thing. Because, like, we're living in a gas monopoly right now. I don't need them to have a potato monopoly.
Right. You're waiting on wood. The only way that you can speed that up is if you build another lumberjack and another peasant home.
Yeah, because I have to build another home to match. Oh, no, put them there. I wonder, can I just, like, path through this whole thing so that it's just that much easier? Okay, but I am spending money.
Put a road straight through your peasants' houses.
They're peasants. Yeah, I just figured it'd be interesting to see if I can, you know?
Yeah. You can probably even put it through the forest, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with it too much. Well, might as well find out.
Yes, you can.
Yes, I can. Okay, and then that's spending this here?
Yep.
Yep,
That's
okay.
that's spending your actual budget.
So I have, like, no reason not to. Because that's not even putting a dent in it.
It's because you're in the tutorial.
I'm the one that's always like, I want everything as connected as possible so everybody moves real fucking fast.
Well, you better connect down here then, because you haven't connected your potato farms.
Oh, okay.
That's
the potatoes. So, potato. Okay. Cool. Don't you dare go that way. Okay. Good potatoes.
And now alright. As I mentioned before, transporters move resources inside the city, whilst traders move resources between cities. A city only has a limited amount of either of these, meaning they can get overloaded if a lot must be moved at once. Cities can be upgraded, increasing the number of traders and transporters they have at their disposal.
Okay.
City upgrades can be applied at any time, provided you have the required coins and resources. Let's try this out now. Select one of the cities, and then in the main tab, click on the up arrow icon in the top left.
Okay. I like this one. So, top left, up arrow. And clearly I have everything. Wonder what I'm just curious what I would need. Does it say? Yeah, so 20 wood, 20 planks.
You have it.
I don't think I have the wooden planks.
Hit the button. Very
Now it's
good
happening.
work! You have finished the first part of the tutorial. In part 2, you will learn about researching more advanced buildings, as well as upgrades and modifications. I will see you then.
Okay, so on to the next map.
Greetings, my dear subject. After such a good showing last time, I've decided that you have promise, and to teach you another thing or two. Today, we will be learning about research, upgrades, and modifications.
Oh boy.
Before we start, however, we need to solve a little problem. I have been siphoning off a few coins from the infrastructure budget here and there to pay for my birthday party preparations.
Hey, it's my birthday. Get your own.
In times of austerity, a strong leader must make tough decisions and set priorities. You understand. Sadly, this has led to some minor unintended consequences, such as the complete and utter dilapidation of the kingdom's bridges.
Oh my god. It is actually my birthday today, too.
Yep,
I think we'll have this up today. If not, it might be like the day after. I don't know.
we'll get it up tonight.
Okay, so connect. Basics. Road.
Hold on.
No.
Do you see those roads over there leading to the shore? The bridge connecting them collapsed, and now the two towns here can't trade. Let's connect them again before we get started. Select the bridge in the Basics tab of the build menu, and select the two tiles you want to connect to place the bridge.
Alright.
That's the road, not a bridge.
Oh, no wait.
You're bad at this.
Okay.
No, okay, so you clicked on one, then you click on the other. He said click on the two cities, not click and drag. Very good. Now the cities will trade again. Whilst wood and potatoes are nice, we also want to produce other resources. For example, planks are a resource made from wood at the sawmill and are required to build most buildings. However, before you can build a sawmill, you must first research it in the research tree.
For the record, for everybody watching, I am not the greatest at understanding what's happening when somebody is reading a thing out loud to me. So that's why I'm being stupid right now, but once I get the swing of it, I'll get there.
Hence, two idiots, one console.
Yep.
Research is done in your castle. Normally, you must build the research center yourself, but I will construct it for you today to help speed up the process.
Fair enough.
Poof.
Okay.
Open the research tree in the top left corner of the screen and click on the sawmill to begin researching. Your castle will send traders to purchase the required resources and transport them back, where they will be converted into research points. Don't forget, you also pay market prices. If a resource is expensive, it will cost you.
Sick. I wanted to click on it. So,
That's your knight. You don't need to worry about your knight.
they said click on something in the corner.
Research center.
Oh, it was this tab. Yeah, research tab, top left. I almost clicked on that in the first place.
Sawmill.
Yeah, I got that. So,
You can X out of that now.
coins for it. And then
It'll do it on its own.
looks like fish over here.
Yep.
Cute. And then we've got Oakendale, Lark Hill.
And your castle keep.
Alright. And those guys are gonna buy all of the wood that we need. Eventually. Oh yeah, I could be speeding this up. I keep forgetting that the speed up button, which I'm like, I understand that I jump between maps, it would be nice if it stayed at the same, you know?
Great! Now the sawmill has appeared in the build menu. Place it down in one of your cities. it's going to tell you where you should place it, obviously.
Peasant sawmill, put it where they tell you.
Yep. And you already have 3 peasant homes in that city, so you don't even need to worry about
Okay.
adding another.
Which I do. Okay, so I like this game. For the record, first, I like this game already. But also, I am exactly the kind of person that if you, like, make me put it in a specific spot, I am immediately gonna be like, no, fuck you, I want to put it where I want to put it.
Besides researching new buildings, it is also possible to research new upgrades. Once unlocked, these will allow you to select a production or residential building and upgrade it to a new level, improving its functionality and providing other benefits depending on the building and level.
But continuing what I was saying, I do also understand why they make you put it in the specific spot, because this is already, like, obviously I can move around here, and if I click next, he's just gonna read, but, he,
Not wrong.
yeah, you just impulsively, but anyway, but, like, obviously, like, you start out with, like, it seems complicated when you're just looking at it, because you're like, oh shit, there's a whole bunch of tiles, I don't know what any of these look like, so I do understand why they're like, yeah, put it where you specifically write here. So that you kind of have to put it in a place that makes sense. Because I do feel there's a lot of people that would probably be like, well, from this city, I think we'll have the lumber mill over here, you know? Because, like, that, it also seems reasonable, you know? There's only 2 lumber spots here, there's a hell of a lot of lumber spots over here. Might as well send everybody, but obviously this game, like, it does seem to matter how long it takes you to get where you're getting. With whatever resources you need to have. Which now I'm kind of like, I wonder what they're going to have me do with these tiles.
We'll get there. Let's try it out on one of the lumberjacks. In the research tree, select the level 2 icon above the lumberjack to begin the research.
Okay, so research tab, lumberjack, level 2.
Yep.
And I wonder what they get. Which it is also nice. Like, I'm happy that they're not defaulting this back down to, like, the normal game speed every time. It just threw me off between maps. It's one of those where I'm like, I imagine I will come to understand, but right now I don't understand yet why you wouldn't want to play it on really fast, especially because I'm a big fan, obviously, of Timberborn. And Timberborn, you, like, unless there's actively a crisis, you can play it as fast as you want to, and if there's a crisis, the first thing that you do is just slam the spacebar to pause it. You know, like, as soon as you notice something bad, you can just pause and start fixing it from there, which makes me wonder. Also, is this?
It automatically pauses when it pulls up the.
Well, no, I got that. I wonder what key, because there's hotkeys for these. It was F1, F2, and F3, so I'm hoping that one's spacebar, so I can just boop if there's a problem.
Probably. We'll get there. Upgrading a lumberjack to level 2 will increase its output by a good amount. To apply the upgrade, select the lumberjack and click on the up icon in the top left of the building UI.
Okay, so lumberjack, up arrow. And yet again with the wood and the planks.
Well, yeah, what else would it use?
But yeah, no, I'm not sure yet why I would need to have it go slower.
You can check what the hotkey is right now.
Oh, duh. Do it now. Good, spacebar. Which, that's good. That means if there is a crisis, I can just slam the spacebar and worry about it then.
In addition to allowing you to level up your buildings, researching upgrades will also unlock modifications. Modifications are different to upgrades in that they can be turned on and off at any time at no additional cost.
Okay.
Modifications are unique to every building and come in different types. Some provide bonuses depending on neighboring tiles. Some change the building's inputs and outputs, and others change how many and what type of inhabitants may work or live there. Both production and residential buildings have modifications, but for now let's test out the Forester modification for the Lumberjack, which was unlocked when you researched Lumberjack Level 2. Select the Lumberjack and click on the Forester modification to activate it.
Surprise, Forester. So, Forester modification. I'm curious what it'll do. Plus 50% output, plus 1 peasant slots. Oh, so I can assign more guys here, and then...
Very good. Last but not least for today, let's look at buying resources at your castle. As you may have noticed, If set to auto-buy, your castle will send out traders to automatically purchase resources for the research center and other castle buildings. In the Resources tab of the Castle UI, you can set the target storage amount for each of the resources currently in the economy. When you toggle on auto buy, and depending on the amount you set, the castle will automatically buy or sell the selected resource. This may take a little while as the castle will negotiate a fair price with the cities, which takes time. If you want to speed this process up, you can use the direct buy functionality. You can access Direct Buy in the Resource tab of the Castle UI. When selected, a list of cities and their offers will be displayed for a particular resource, allowing you to instantly purchase or sell at the listed price from that city. Whilst this method is fast and convenient, the price will not be as good as when allowing the castle to haggle a price for you.
Okay.
Now try using Direct Buy to purchase wood for your castle storage.
So, here's wood.
Castle UI.
Oh, delete.
Yep, that was the right place
Okay.
to click. There's the wood.
And
You have to
then-
have you want 60 wood in your storage.
God. See, this is unclear to me. How much am I buying if I click the button?
Change the 50 to 60.
Oh, I can do that. Okay, that makes it easier.
And then I believe you click the buy button.
I feel like we might be buying 60 of them right now.
Nope, left. That one, you had your mouse on it right, that one. Look at what it says. So now they're just going straight to go buy it. Congratulations!
Okay.
You have finished the second part of the tutorial. I think I have the perfect little task for you, something small to get you started. Meet me on the next map when you're ready to get started on your first proper job.
I feel like I'm not really gonna have a chance to stay here.
You could have. You could have. Welcome back, my dear subject. Welcome to your first real job.
Yay.
Isn't this place lovely? Trees, mountains, and, by the scent of salt on the air, the ocean must be nearby.
Guess I gotta go
Do
find
you
it.
know what would make this place even more beautiful? If it were economically productive. Today your goal is to build up a basic economy with all the resources which the peasant inhabitants class needs. Potatoes, wood, fish, and wool. I've built a research center and a provisioner to speed things up a bit.
Ah, yes.
Let's get building.
All the things I need to live. Potatoes, wood, fish, and wool. Don't know what I'm doing with the wood.
Building the houses. Fires.
I'm making a joke about me.
Oh, yeah, no, I got nothing then.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing with wood.
There are no cities here, so we're going to have to start from scratch.
Works for me.
You know how this goes. Start with 2 cities. One which produces potatoes, and one for wood.
Alright, which...
Obviously, there is
I guess I could put it over here and then I could have the whole access of one of these, which seems good
for
to
the
me.
potatoes, I was about to say you might want to put the city center not on one of the fertile tiles, but...
Well, yeah, but then I've only got 2 fertile tiles and right near it, you know?
Yeah, but you'll get more. Like, you can build further away from the city, too. The city center.
And then I figured this one seems good here.
It's up to you.
Really close to the keep. Alright, so we've got that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just put down 2 houses right away. And then start this. Because we need wood.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
You sound like
Place
you're
your
telling me
other
not to do
puzzle.
something.
Place the other pencil. Click on the potatoes. Now, before you click, left shift and click. And then you can place a second. Well, you weren't supposed to hold it for the second one, too. Right click. Alright.
Yeah, that's a little finicky on the, because I'd like it if it's like I appreciate the hold shift. I think it would be more efficient, or like the controls would make more sense to me. This might be perfect for other people. The controls would make more sense to me if I could just click once and then place a whole bunch of things and then change it when I want to.
Fair enough. You do need
Oh,
to
we're
connect your
finding things.
cities with roads.
I know.
Means you're
So
gonna need a bridge. Connected to the city center.
alright, so I figure I'll just, I guess that's more efficient.
Yep. Looks like it.
And then
Good.
hey, I
Now
was
I
doing
ha-
something.
Good. Now a happy population wants more than just the very basics. They also want some luxuries. I, for example, cannot imagine life without my solid gold and mother of pearl jacuzzi. It's these simple pleasures that keep you going after a hard day's work.
Yeah, I don't think I like this guy.
In the case of peasants, their luxury resources are fish and wool.
Oh, thanks.
You will need to build 2 new cities, one for sheep farms and one for fisheries. Sheep farms can be built on any green, fertile soil tiles. Fisheries must be built on fishing ground tiles. Don't forget that these new buildings will need to be researched at your castle. Firstly, send your knight to go and scout. I'll highlight a tile for you to show where the shoreline is.
Alright. Okay, so works for me. Okay, now I gotta go to the damn build menu. How do I get this guy out here again? What?
It's up there in the left.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
So,
Set the
Set
knight
the
to
knight to
scout
scout
mode, and then you
mode.
can.
can't put it there, so I have to put it there.
Yeah.
Cool.
You still gotta connect your cities with the bridge.
I know, that's what I'm getting to. Okay, I can't connect it there.
It's not a straight path. It would be.
I guess this one would
crooked and weird.
technically be closer. We'll ignore that extra.
Your castle is not connected.
Yeah, that's what I was in the middle of, huh? There we go.
I would also suggest connecting it from the other way so that Hymir has a more direct route to the castle as well, so it doesn't always have to go through Rivenspire. But
That's a fair point. Can I just... Okay, yeah, I can do that. Cool, works for me. Alright,
and he has revealed the shoreline,
and we have
or at least part of it.
So, now we're supposed to go find fishing grounds, huh?
Yep. So you gotta keep following the shoreline basically, and he is going back to recharge, and then he'll go back out again.
Okay, so he's got a vibe for a second. So,
Yeah.
still need to produce fish, still need to produce wool.
Won't
So
be
I
able to
can't produce
produce
wool
fish
yet.
yet, but you for producing wool.
Maybe I need to resource. Do I need to
Yeah,
research
you
it?
need to research it. Sheep
Quarry,
farm.
fishery, sheep, there we go. Alright, so I need sawmill.
Yep.
And then obviously I'm just gonna let them negotiate on their own because I don't want to.
Which is fair. So
you guys do
very
your own
fair.
thing. Alright, and then this guy's looking here.
And now
Alright.
you found 2 fishing grounds. You can keep looking for 2 more to finish a side quest, or you can stop.
I'll let him go just to see what he finds.
Yeah, because, like, looking at it, the more... Oh, your sawmill's unlocked. But the more that you've done with the knight, the more that does as well. So you're gonna need planks for it, so you're gonna need to build a sawmill
Yeah,
as
so
well.
I should build the sawmill
You
anyway.
could start the research for it now.
Yeah, we'll start that so it's already working, and then we'll go ahead and get a sawmill down somewhere. I think there actually might not be a bad plan.
Might not be.
And then I feel like I want to just... Sorry, guys. Go ahead and do that.
You also might want to add another peasant home. I'm not sure. Because you do have 3 places for people to work and only 2 peasant homes.
Yeah, Which, because these guys are both staffed, this one looks like it's not staffed at all, so...
It's got one person in it now, but...
I'll put one down and
your
increase the
sheep farm
efficiency.
is unlocked.
Alright, so now I can do the sheep farm, which means down here...
It
Alright.
does... So it...
It has to be on fertile ground.
Yes. It was also said to build a new city for it.
Oh, whoop.
You don't... You don't technically have to, but it would get you a side quest.
Okay. Which I'd like to do that. But then the problem is I need more fertile ground here.
Have Sir Darian go look over this way.
Exactly what I'm doing. Like the name Darian. I don't know what it is about that name, I just like
Hey,
it.
you
Hey, I
found another
found more
fishing ground
fish!
too.
Woo!
And the other one. You have found all 4 of the... Well,
I
actually,
already
you
had
found 6.
4.
You found 6 fishing grounds.
Well, I can have much closer fishing. So I'm guessing I'm probably going to put it here, but I want to see what's over here. Figure there's no point in not exploring.
Yeah.
I like exploring anyway, it's kind of neat to see what's here. It's fun, because then it's like, you get the tiles flip over and you're excited about it, you know?
Yeah. I would definitely suggest starting work on researching your fishery.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that I'd have to do that.
Yeah.
And then I need all of the usual suspects. Alright, so... I'm gonna
At this point...
reset this guy's scouting ground over there so he goes that way, but I'm kind of thinking maybe like here.
Yeah, that could work.
Boop. Alright, so I need, what, like 2 guys for all of these? One home
2
has 2
sheep
guys.
farm would be... Yeah.
One home has 2 guys. Oh shit, now we're in a kind of weird
It's
area.
okay, because as you build, if you notice, the green around you spreads. The green spots that you can put things.
Which is good. Okay, so now we've got that. Go ahead and connect her in. I think I am gonna route them through just because it seems...
It'll route them wherever it deems is the most efficient, basically.
Yeah, I assume straight lines are more efficient.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I would go up and... Or just to the left there, and do, like, start your fishing town getting built.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and... Oh, no, I do need the city center first, huh?
Your fisheries do need to be on the fishing ground.
Okay, so they need to be on the water tile. Cool, that helps. So, 2 of those. 2 houses. I don't know if that's the way I would have gone, but okay.
I would also put 1 more connecting, because they are going to have to trade with Hymir and your other city as well.
So, make it more efficient.
Yeah. You could even put in a 2nd bridge somewhere, if you wanted to.
Yeah, they seem to be doing alright so far. Okay, so, I want to go see what the fisheries look like.
Alright, so that is a side quest. That's all your side quests done. But great, congratulations. You now have an economy with the basic and luxury resources for the peasants. That was actually all I had planned for today, but it is so nice here now that there is all this lovely trade going on. I've decided that this would be a perfect place for me to build a holiday retreat. You know the type. A little tower where I can put my feet up and look out over my domain, watching all those people out there toiling in the dirt. What can I say? You've got to have your little hobbies. You don't mind doing a little overtime, do you? Great. For the tower, you're going to need a few extra resources, so don't forget to do some more research.
Am I getting paid for this overtime? I just want to
Are
see
you
these
getting
little...
paid for? Are you getting paid right now?
Look at them. That's actually so cool.
Isn't it?
I really, like, I like that part of this a lot, that's very...
Yeah.
I want to be a little bit more up, I think.
Alright, before you go to build the tower...
And he's just kind of wandering, which works for me.
Yeah, he's scouting, so... but before you go to build your tower, I would take a look at your milestones. The wool trading is just going to happen on its own because of Mistvale.
And then I need 2 cities upgraded to level 2.
Yep. And that
So-
one is pick your cities, basically.
I guess I'll just do the first 2.
Yeah,
Since-
your wood producers and your food producers are probably your best bets to upgrade.
makes sense to me. Okay, so then this is the amount that I have at my disposal, right?
That's the amount that you have at the castle.
Okay. How do I tell if the peasants have enough to build things? Do I just assume they have enough to build things?
You assume they have enough to build things, and if they don't, they will trade for it, so it's fine.
Okay, so not worried about it then. See, because that's what's weird to me is I'm used to like resource management where it's like, you know, like, oh, do I have enough wood for this? Do I have enough XYZ thing for this? So it's weird that I don't have to worry about that. I'm setting you to a different location, buddy.
And I would also say you completed one milestone, so I would look at the milestones again.
So tax income out of 300. Okay,
So basically, you
I just gotta
want to
make
keep growing your cities.
things bigger, yeah.
Yeah.
Click the wiki button to learn more about the trading system. I would really like that to move.
Just click it, and then close it, and then it'll be gone.
Okay. Build a tower for the king. So,
That
mission.
one is, of course, your main quest. If you complete that before your milestone, you will not be able to complete the milestone.
Yeah, okay, so that's a fair point.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's
now
go.
that's entirely up to you because the milestones and the side quests are completely optional. If you remember.
Yeah, but I think it'd be fun to see what it would look like once we get to that point, so. Yeah. I know I'm putting them farther away, but these are the tiles.
Hey, that's okay, because you can also build peasant homes closer to those.
Yeah, so then I'll go ahead and... Okay, so I can't build there because the city's there.
Oh.
Oh!
It's at max building count.
Uh-oh. Well, now I know.
Upgrade your peasant homes, maybe.
Oh yeah, can I do that?
I would assume so.
Here's a peasant home. I can't
You
yet.
gotta research.
Okay, so let's see.
Peasant home, bottom left.
Bottom left. Alright, let's upgrade you to level 2. So that'll be
And you can
plus
also
1 peasant
schedule
slot.
other things to upgrade right now.
Oh, good, okay.
Yeah, so you can
So
click
say
on
I want a
whichever
more
one you want.
efficient lumberjack, I can make that happen.
Yeah. Same with your potato farms and your sawmills and your fisheries and your sheep farms, and you can research the tavern. You know,
I gotta
whatever
know
it is
what's
that
gonna
you
happen
wanna
if I do the tavern.
research whatever it is that you want to research.
And then I'm queuing up quarry because I feel like we should be expanding the tree. Oh boy, this is bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah,
It's not that much bigger, but it's bigger than I thought it was. That's exciting. Alright, so we're just waiting on peasant home level 2, so I guess we might as well...
You
What am
can
I doing
build
here?
more
Potatoes?
there,
Yeah, let's go ahead and do more...
or
Or...
you can also do your a couple of sheep farms so that you don't have monopoly.
Ooh, that's a good point, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and at your sheep farm wood, you can do more
I'm
wood
forgetting to do the shift click. Yeah, because I've already got that here, so I
because
might
there's
as
a
well.
forest right there.
And then... Cool.
And then
okay.
your fishery is kind of where it's at, and your lumber, like your lumber only town, is a lumber only town at this point.
Yeah, so these are all working. Oh.
They're all
Where did my
working.
sawmill go? There's my sawmill. Okay, so it would be beneficial to upgrade the peasant home, though.
Possibly upgrade multiple peasant homes.
Yeah, where's my other one? Here it is.
You have 3 on that one,
I do.
Yeah.
Where's the third one? Here?
right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so let's go ahead and up the grade of you guys.
Your lumberjack is now available.
Cool beans. Man, this guy took a trip, alright.
Yeah, he's still going too.
Let's see what's up. Head up next time. Because it would also be good to, once I've got the quarry... This kind of just looks like rundown Elsa.
Right. That's your sheep farmer lady. And now wood production as well.
Yeah,
Tavern
okay,
is
so
now unlocked.
the only problem with over here is I can't really do anything other than fishing. So yay me.
Yeah.
Alright, so what does a tavern do? Where's my tavern? Here we go.
Good
So-
place for the inhabitants to spend their coins and stimulate consumption in the city.
Okay, so basically I can increase what's going on, so... you guys are just fish, he could probably use a drink.
I don't know if you could do it in the lumber, but you could try.
And I imagine, I think if I upgrade this, it'll increase the amount of buildings that I can have here.
Yeah, it'll increase your city size limit there.
Okay, so that's good to know, which means that I can just try to extend this one over here to get, like, stone or something if I want to, which is good.
Or even build another city for it.
Yeah, or just
whichever
build another
way
city.
you want to do it.
But here's my question, am I putting stone mines on this or on this?
So
Quarries.
this one here, move the mouse. This one here is a mountain, whereas this one here is where you would build the stone quarry. I have not actually played this level. You are now farther than I have been.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
like that would be my best guess, because if you go back down and to the right, you see how there's nothing behind
Yeah,
those
it
mountains
looks like there's,
there.
over here specifically, there's
Yeah.
nothing, it's just barrier. So that's probably the full size of the map is where the mountains are, which is, that's a good way of doing it.
Yeah, where the ocean and where the mountains are is your official edge of map barriers.
So I think what I want to do is I want to upgrade this city so I can increase the size and put some potato farming in here. So let me see if everything's full staffed, full staffed, full staffed, full staffed.
Not full staffed.
Not full staffed, and then that's another house.
Which means you need, in order to get more peasants, you have to build another peasant farm or peasant home. You're only getting 2 more buildings out of this.
Yeah, so I gotta build 1 home and 1 farm.
Build 1 home, upgrade it to level 2, and 1 farm.
And then you've got
And that should give you enough.
Let me see if everything's... Okay, so these aren't full staffed, so it would be good to just go ahead and upgrade these. I don't see any problem with having a little bit extra peasants. So far we haven't starved, so...
Yeah.
Which I'm actually getting pretty good on tax income.
Yeah, it's holding fairly steady. Which means in order to get higher tax income, you need to produce more.
Yeah.
So...
I think I should also probably add a sawmill down here so that we're not, like... Okay, so this one's maxed out, so I gotta upgrade. Alright, and then we're working on the quarry right now. Yeesh. Let's go see what's... Is that just the edge? Okay.
That is effectively where you came in at.
Okay. It would have been neat if there were barrier mountains on all sides, but I do understand why there aren't.
Yeah, they have to make it, like, semi-understandable.
Like, well, we had to get here somehow.
Yeah.
Okay, and then... So that's not quite done yet.
Nor is Mistvale. They both are in need of planks.
Okay, so I need to...
It might be worth checking to see if you can upgrade your sawmill that you already have at your lumber town.
Yeah, that's a good point. I probably can't, so then I would have to research. Can I, like, put this on hold and saw... Oh, that's a problem.
You should be able to...
Okay, so there's a chance I just messed this up.
Click on it. And now it's gone. It stopped.
Cool, and it just kept where it is.
Yeah.
Alright. So, re-queue you.
But yeah, now
I
it's
love
working.
the little horse, it's just like...
Right.
Tick, 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 across.
Right. I need to use the bathroom. I shall return.
Okay. Good to know. So now we're on our own for a minute. But yeah, no, thus far, I am a big fan of this game. I am really enjoying this. This is, like, actually... Okay, now I'm talking like a stupid person. Give me a second to gather my thoughts. No, I like this game. I do like this game a lot. It's interesting because, oh my god, it is even, like, literally tabletop, which is actually, that's cool. I like that. Like, it's got really good detail to it. It does feel like you're playing a tabletop game, but then, like, you can actually see what's happening. I think the only way that this might even get more fun is if you're playing it, like, I know that there are tabletop games that are just I've never played any of them because everything I've ever heard is that they're insanely complicated. And I don't want to. But from everything I've heard, there are tabletop games where it's kind of like this to a degree, where you're like imagining that you've got civilizations and things like that. You just obviously can't see them happening because they're not animated like a video game is. But this one, I do like this a lot with the, like, how animated it is and everything, and, like, you can see the little fish going around, but it does still have the vibe of a video, or not a video, of, like, a board game. So I think it would be really neat if, like, you know, like, we zoom out and, like, over here we've got somebody else having their own city and doing things, and, like, eventually, like, maybe we're competing to see who can get the most resources, maybe we're just playing collaboratively. Honestly, it would be really nice if they just put you in with, like, a couple of, like, either you can, like, play with your own friends and, like, maybe you just expand the civilization to the whole table and see what you can do. Or, like, maybe you have a mode where it's like, yeah, you go play with random people and, like, maybe this guy wants to start a war with you, but this guy's totally here to help, so you guys are working together to try to get rid of the problem child. You know, like, that would be really cool for this game, and it would make it feel like just that much more like a board game. Because it really does feel like one right now. I like this a lot. So I am... Ooh, my tax income got bad. That is much lower than I want it to be. Honestly, I am not 100% sure how the hell the taxes in this game work. Genuinely, I'm not the best at understanding things, especially if he's reading them out loud, but, like, I don't know what it is about him reading them out loud. Anyway, so yeah, I am not sure how the hell the tax income is working. Feel free to yell at me in the comments section if anybody actually watches this. That's fine. Which I think this is probably going to turn into, like, 2 episodes. I would really like to finish the tax income here. But I'm filming this right before streaming, so this cannot be a 2-hour gameplay. And I don't want it to be anyway. I would like to break this up into... It says playtime... Or, no. I'm dumb. Ignore that. But, this is a bigger game than I was kind of expecting, honestly. Like, this is nice to just sit here and watch my people do things. Like, I know I'm probably actively fucking up by not helping. Problem is we really need the damn planks to finish. Why is that taking so long? Is there a reason? What do I need for I need planks for this. That is a bit of an issue. Okay, well, we are producing planks, right? Just only really got the one sawmill. That's fine. Can I force somebody to adjust the priority for resource? Okay. So that definitely dramatically increases what's going on. That's better. That is way better. And I don't... Do I have another sawmill somewhere? Okay, so... Ooh, that's good. Okay, I just noticed. So you can see up here there's little dots for how many peasants are living here, and then there's little squares for how many workers you've got. So that way I can know that, and then I can just... So that only looks at that city. What if I just click on City Hall? If I just click on City Hall, I can also see it. Okay, so that's good. That is very good to know. Alright, so now I can upgrade the sawmill. Which I may do. Is that gonna close the output from it, though, in the meantime? If that is, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna hold off. Because I still need to finish doing... That's a lumberjack. I still need to finish upgrading Mistvale. Yeah, trust me, I am aware. Budget. I mean, hell, they got a lot of money, so at least they're doing good. And they don't have a monopoly on the sheep, which is also good. Fish guys can charge however much they want for fish. I might have Hymir do fish as well. They're already in food production, so it kind of makes sense. Alright, so now that I've increased the damn wood production... We're still waiting on that for them. We're almost going to have another peasant home here, which is going to go toward... Now I do have to use the keyboard, I've just been clicking. So we have vacancies there, and there, and then when we upgrade the peasant home, it's only going to upgrade by 1 worker, so yep, potato farm got him. And then somebody else, maybe... What just upgraded? Yeah, that was another peasant home, so I should have... How many do each of these have? They have 3, so I've got 6 total workers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. Okay, so they prioritized the potatoes, which I don't... That's good. Prioritize food. In resource management games, always the first thing you should prioritize is food. It doesn't matter if you can't expand as quickly as you would like if your citizens are dying. Like, actively. And how long do I have on this thing? Stone. Oh shit, now I have to produce stone. Okay. So that, do I want to make a new city? Or do I want to wait for these guys? I think it might be more beneficial to just make a new city, especially because then I can have... Yeah, so if I make a new city here, I can have both fish and I can have... Yeah, so... Let's put that there, because then I feel like I've got more area for housing. Which I am just gonna route these guys through these guys. Sorry, not sorry.
You're never sorry.
Let's start with peasants, so I'm not dumb about it. So, peasant. And then... Must be adjacent to city building. Shit, okay. I guess we'll just increase the number of peasants. And then I figure we'll bring in a fishing spot right there. I solved the the sawmill production problem.
Yeah, but your tax income's way down.
Yeah.
How'd you manage that?
I'm having issues. I'll get there when I get there. Okay, so there's currently...
We'll get there when we get there.
That's still building. Okay, and then I am not meeting wood as a need. That's an issue.
I guess you better fix the production of wood.
Oh, I guess I can upgrade these. Which means I'm going to need to upgrade the peasant homes. These guys aren't getting potatoes. Okay, hang on. We're having issues all over the damn place. Can I give you guys a potato farm? Max building count. Cool. Okay, so these guys need wood. These guys need potatoes. What's up over here? You guys are fine. You guys are also fine. And you guys are fine. So these two are the only ones that are having issue. Wood and potatoes is not happening. Did this fix? Yes, that one's fine. This one still needs potatoes. Okay, so why don't we have potatoes happening? Are we running into too much traffic here?
I would assume that your potatoes...
Probably just not producing enough of them, huh?
Probably not. So
Alright.
you need...
So we'll go ahead and research the potato production, part 2.
Yeah.
And then I would also like to be able to make the peasant houses bigger. And then what would a wheat farm get me? We'll get there when we get there. Alright, so they're still fine. Obviously the potatoes are going to be fine in the potato city. These guys are still having issues. We do need to increase lumber production as well, but the problem is obviously we need to increase the amount of peasants we have as well. So we're kind of waiting on the damn potatoes. Now, as soon as we get potatoes, we'll go ahead and... but then how many... Yeah, and I'm still a little low over here, so... Cool, I'll upgrade a potato farm and a peasant house at the same time. Which this will just... It's just +1. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for the peasant house to be available, I think. So I've got... Yeah, so that's gonna take me a minute, which is fine for now. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that's very bad.
Okay, hang on.
Now you're running low on wood.
I need... Okay, so I've got... So I need 20 wood, 20 planks, 10 stone. I've got all of that. Why are we not just doing it? Oh, it's just going so slowly. Whoop, no, come back. Can I make it go faster?
No.
Okay.
I'm assuming not.
So we just suffer in the meantime. Or do I have another city center? Nope, I've used them all. let's see. Okay, so stone mine over here. They're also producing fish. I need potatoes. So who can I make produce potatoes that doesn't already? Mistveil doesn't, but are you at your max? They are not.
I'm cheap.
Shit. Can I undo? Nope. Okay, so that's definitely a problem. The undo option needs to be there.
This is still a demo.
Yeah, no. Which, I understand. Obviously. That is a thing that would be definitely
Immensely
beneficial. And then I want to go ahead and force y'all to have babies.
They're not beavers. People are moving in.
Yeah, to a random home with 2 people already in it.
Yeah, but it's also a full-grown person that's moving in.
Fair enough. Fine. Alright, so you've only got 1 worker, but I want to star that process. And hopefully... Okay, not a problem there. Now we're not out of... Okay, no potatoes there now. Cool. Y'all better have potatoes, or I swear to God.
You're just running into all the problems today, aren't you?
How do you guys not have wood? You've literally got wood production. Okay, there's wood. Okay, so they're just taking a second. That's taking a long time to get there, huh? I wonder if I could slap a road down. There we go. Okay, so I think one of the most... But there's nobody there, so we do need to keep upgrading the damn houses. Just keep doing it.
You are having issues.
Yep. That's fine. Okay, it is much harder than you'd think it'd be to get it to 300.
Well, we have hit our hour for this video that you talked about.
Yeah, I was saying, God, I wanted to get it up to the 300 and hold for this video.
It may have to be in a video for tomorrow. Which we can put, we can make a video, like we can finish this, like we can do more of this after the stream. But we do need to get set up for the stream too.
Yeah. We've got about a half hour left. Alright, so, well, that's gonna go ahead and be our board game for today.
Don't forget, you pause it.
Pause.
Yeah.
I was gonna just let it go while I was outroing, but apparently not anymore. Wonder what the fuck happened to Sir Darian. That never got looked into. Anyway,
Where the hell is he?
I assume Sir Darian drowned. I guess we'll find out next time. So, thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. We'll see more in the next episode. The hope here is maybe we'll start uploading the videos of our stream and then also a video of something like this, where it's just a fun game to look at or something. We've got something in the works for, we've been competing for a little bit to see who can get the best score in Magic Archer, so what we're thinking is we'll probably do a video that's, both of them will be like either 45 minutes or 50 minutes or whatever it is, so that way you don't know who won ahead of time, but we'll do, we're gonna do a competition to see who can have the best score at that game.
I will say, for our viewers' benefit, Dan is still rough on how he gets names for games, because like with Timberborn, he calls it Timberborners a lot. The game that he's talking about is called Magic Archery. He left off the Y. This is why we call ourselves two idiots.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I forgot what watering can was called one time, so I called it a rain bucket, which, well, technically not incorrect, is not how you say that.
Anyway.
So, we'll be back. We're thinking about doing that. That'll either upload tomorrow in between another episode of this, or we'll just upload it later. I don't know, we might upload things on top of each other.
We'll figure
Personally, I am, especially if y'all end up liking this version, where it's essentially just a podcast and video form of me playing a game, no editing, no weird shit. You know, like, if people like this, then I'm not opposed to uploading, like, 5 games a day. I play video games all the time, we both do. So, hopefully that's what happens. Hopefully everybody ends up liking this. If not, understood, have a nice day. We do need to start getting ready for the stream, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off.
This has
You'll
been...
either see this video today, which would be my birthday, wish me happy birthday, or you'll see it tomorrow or sometime, I don't know, it'll be up in the next couple of days.
I'll upload it tonight after the stream.
Well,
this has been 2 idiots on 1 console, and we will see you later.
the outro's still bad. Bye!
Yep.